We're so happy to have you all here. You know, I just want to get off this podium as quick as possible and get started. I really do. The list of speakers is phenomenal. We thank you for agreeing to join us today. The roster of attendees is just right. It's over the top. You know, we fought through the Arctic vortex on the East Coast. We lost a couple people. We have some dear friends from Hawaii that have come in. And I just got to say, if it really starts raining out there, and all us local people start stripping off and running out there to rejoice, I hope you understand. You know, it's been 50 long days since it's rained in the middle of winter here in Sacramento. This is our second summit on public health. The first summit last year, again, very well attended, fantastic speakers, was really devoted to exploring the role of trees in urban forests and in the arena of public health. And if you spent that day with us, it was, again, a very exciting day. But this summit is taking us to the next step. It's obvious to me. I think last year we were beginning to connect the dots, to think about this puzzle and what puzzle pieces and what picture would come out of this puzzle. And I think by the end of today, which is our goal, is to answer the question, what is the driving force of trees in the influence of healthy communities? How can we influence healthy communities through trees and urban forests? So I'm very excited about today's outcomes. I guess I need to learn how to do this. I got that done yet? There are a lot of people to recognize. This day is very interactive. You might be a little bit surprised on how short a time the speakers are given to speak, but there are dialogues following those, and there's quite a bit of time throughout the day for you to interact with people. But I would like to call out four people that have been instrumental in helping the Tree Foundation enter the public health arena. The first one, of course, is Desiree Backman, a PhD in public health. She was our acting executive director for 3 years. She went back into the health community. And just yesterday, we heard that she couldn't be here. But she's clearly the one that switched the light on for us when it comes to public health. Sandy Macias with the U.S. Forest Service and John Melvin with CAL FIRE have been all two fantastic supporters. They're the ones that have really believed in us and have made significant investments to help our community make that bridge between the public health and urban forest community. And we just want a great big shout out to Sandy Macias, 32 years in the Forest Service, ending at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Congratulations, Sandy. And then, nothing has really ever happened at the Sacramento Tree Foundation without our guide. You know, every good group needs a guide. Needs a guidepost, a signpost, and somebody to lead you down the way. And that's certainly been Dr. Greg McPherson with the U.S. Forest Service. Greg is supposed to be here all day today. I don't see him quite yet. Okay, just a little bit of background about us and how we've entered this dialogue of public health. 30 years ago, the Sacramento Tree Foundation was founded as an education foundation, as a voice for the trees and a call for community action. Recently, as you see on this the picture up here, we surveyed the board and the staff, and we asked a very specific question. What is the overarching reason that we exist? And when you go into the website, a thing called Wordle, they bring out the emphasis of what those answers were. We had about 34 answers to that question. As you can see, the dominant themes that support our mission is education, trees, and health. So it's not surprising that we have undertaken this new landscape of public health. Personally, I have a vision for the Sacramento Tree Foundation that I will be able to help plant an urban forest that future generations will be amazed by. And somebody's already done that, and I think that's probably one reason Sacramento has taken a leadership role in this area, and that is downtown Sacramento has a canopy cover of elm trees. That was a vision of people of 100 years ago. Some business people, some community groups, and of course some elected officials. And that vision still resonates today. And it's our hope that out of one of the outcomes of today's session is that we will be able to visualize our vision for the next 100 years in every neighborhood, in every county, and every city in our region. This is our service area. We took a bold step. Well, the board of directors took a very bold step about 12 years ago. And we moved from servicing one county and 6 cities to 6 counties and 22 cities. So a total of 28 jurisdictions in our area. And we paralleled our Sacramento Area Council of Governments blueprint area for future growth. So we're really concentrating on the existing urbanized areas and the planned growth areas for the Sacramento region. Part of that effort, called the Greenprint Initiative, had guiding principles that we started with. And I think all of you are familiar with, these are 3 of the 9 guiding principles. They probably all resonate with probably what you do today in your work. They're not unusual, but I think that they provide a solid basis for our dialogue today. First and foremost, all our work begins with education. And our outcome is to make positive influences through informed community action. Individual actions in the form of making healthy choices, personal healthy choices. Community actions, such as joining with people in your neighborhood to expand and care for your urban forest. And civic actions, such as advocating and supporting for good policies and best practices. The second guiding principle before us today, we want to resolve some of the most seemingly intractable issues and problems facing our region today. And we believe that will require us building a new community of interest. Our region's business and local governments must be in the forefront of designing and planning and building tomorrow's neighborhoods, business districts, schools and parks, and our roadways for the expected 1 million new residents in the next 20 years. In this room, I think we all believe that this time, for these next 1 million people in our region, that public health and quality of life should be at the forefront of this vision and policies that will drive this growth. The third guiding principle certainly keeps us on solid ground. It's imperative in our ability to influence and advocate for the role of trees in urban forests and building healthy communities that we need to address the complexities as well as the uncertainties in both the public health and urban forest arena. It means we must navigate that course with solid science and evidence-based research. Without that, we can go in a lot of different directions. So the third guiding principle is really about focus and solid grounding. So today, again, we're asking all of you to participate in finishing the connecting of the pieces of this puzzle to clarify this picture, so we may understand more clearly how the urban forest impacts our regional health outcomes, such as heat islands, air quality, and skin cancers. Better understand the impacts of trees in neighborhoods, health indicators, in the sense of place, sense of building social cohesion, and the livability of a neighborhood. And of course, the relationship of tree canopy on influencing individual choices, such as exercise, volunteerism, and the most important thing, just getting outdoors more. So at the Tree Foundation, in summarizing, we know that trees do change lives. Trees are a prescription for better health, and volunteers seed positive change. Our challenge is region-wide. There are 2 empty tree spaces for every tree planted today. For a group with such pride over urban forests, there's only 1 tree out there for every 3 that could be planted. Another challenge, and why we're here today, is neighborhoods without trees are detrimental to the health of its residents. And to that point, we know that neighborhoods without trees are predominantly neighborhoods without other resources, including healthy choices for food, jobs, education, transportation. So I look forward to working with all of you together, with our speakers, and again, with all of you as participants, to forge today a clearer vision for better neighborhoods, higher quality life, and a stronger sense of livability and desirability to make this the most healthy region in the nation. Thank you very much. So a summit like this, it's an all-hands-on-deck performance, undoubtedly. And board and staff have been working on this for a long, long time. And every great performance, as we all know, ultimately reflects the passion and dedication of a leader. And our summit coordinator, I'd like to introduce with great pleasure and much appreciation, Cindy Blaine.